Hello students, all of you are doing good, I hope. Okay, so today we are going to take the third class on quadratic equation. Already in the first class I have explained the quadratic equation, how you can derive quadratic equation from generalized polynomial expression, and second class I have covered how to find out the roots of a quadratic equation by using zero product rule and factorization, and also if the roots are given, in that case how to derive the quadratic equation from the given roots. And third one we have covered in the second class. If the quadratic equation is given with roots but you are asked to find out the coefficient or the constant value, right? So third class we are going to cover the topic find roots of quadratic equation by formula, where you cannot find out the roots using our earlier knowledge by factorization or the zero product formula, zero product rule. In that case you need to apply this formula. What is the formula? I will explain. Then I will explain for quadratic equation, you know the number of roots will be 2. So now by looking into the quadratic equation you can find out what will be the nature of root, right? And third one is if the higher degree of quadratic equation, higher degree of equation is given, how you can find out the roots applying quadratic equation, right? So let's start. So our first topic is find roots of quadratic equation by formula. So what is the formula? First of all, you remember already what is the standard form of quadratic equation. It is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c all are real numbers, right? Now the formula is x equals to, you need to express the quadratic equation in this pattern. So x equals to minus b plus minus plus and minus plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. What is the formula? The root is, why it is plus minus both? Because quadratic equation will have two roots. These two roots may be equal, these two roots may be unequal. So therefore the plus minus sign is given. If these two roots are unequal, then one root will be with plus sign, one root will be with minus sign, right? So minus b plus minus, so b is here. So now if I say there is one quadratic equation 2x square minus 3x plus 5 equals to 0, that means you need to find out the roots, you need to find out the ABC, you need to check the ABC value from the quadratic equation. What is A value? A is x square, A equals to 2. Compare bx plus ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. That means here b is minus 3. b equals to minus 3. And what is the c value? C is 5. So now you know the a, b and c value. You need to compare. Remember, you need to compare, you need to find out the ABC value considering in this representation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So once you have the value a, b and c, you can find the root straight away from here. Now how you can find out the root? X equals to minus b. Minus b means minus of minus 3, it is 3, plus minus root over b square, b means minus 3, so 9, minus 4ac, minus 4 into a is 2 and c is 5, and then 2a, 2 into a is 2. So what are the values? 3 plus minus root over 9 minus 40 by 4. So within root you have negative number. So the values are 3 plus minus root over minus 31 by 4. within root over real values, already you know by this time what are real values. Real values are all natural number, whole number, decimal, fraction, and even root over. All these are real numbers, but positive number within root, negative number within root means it's an unreal number or the complex number, right? So the roots are, one root is 3 plus root over minus 31 by 4, another root is 3 minus root over minus 31 by 4, right? Okay, so now let's say one equation is given, x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. What will be the values? X equals to, here it is a equals to 1, b equals to minus 5, c equals to 6. So you just write down the formula first. X equals to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now you replace those numbers. B minus b, that means minus of minus b, minus of b means minus of minus 5, 5 plus minus root over b square minus 5 square, that means 25 minus 4 into a is 1 and c is 6 by 2 into 1. So what are the values? 5 plus minus root over 25 minus 24, 25 minus 24 by 2. So it is 5 plus minus within root 1. So 5 plus minus 1 by 2. So one value is x equals to 5 plus 1 by 2, that is equals to 3. One value is x equals to 5 minus 1 by 2, that is equals to 4. But do you really need to, 5 minus 1 by 2, that means 2. So value of x is x equals to 3 or 2. But do you really need to apply this formula to find out this quadratic equation roots? No, because you can do it easily using factorization. How can you do it using factorization? X square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Factor of 6 is 3 and 2, 6 and 1. But 6 and 1 factor of 6, this is 6 equals to 1 into 6, 6 equals to 2 into 3. So these factors will utilize, because 1 and 6 you cannot utilize here. I have explained thoroughly in my second class, so you can look into the given link in the description section below, right? How you will do the factorization. I have explained it very clearly. So it will be or x square minus 2 and 3. So minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 equals to 0. So minus 3 into minus 2 means 6. 6 into 1, 6. Value of a and c multiplication 6. And minus 3x minus 2x plus means minus 5x, right? Now you take common x into x minus 3 minus 2 into x minus 3 equals to 0, or x minus 2 into x minus 3 equals to 0. So your factorization part is over. Now you will apply zero product rule. But so either at least x minus 2 equals to 0 or x minus 3 equals to 0. So either x equals to 2, from here it is x equals to 2, from here it is x equals to 3. So the solutions are x equals to 2 or 3. So this is the solution that you have derived from factorization and zero product rule. This is the solution you have derived by using the formula. So where you will apply, unless it is told to find out using formula, don't go for formula. First check whether you can do it using factorization. So if you can do it using factorization, then do it, And if you see that if the roots you cannot derive from factorization, then definitely you will go for this formula. I will explain this bit more detail in the second topic, find nature of roots using discriminant. That means where you will apply factorization, where you will not, for sure. Some of the cases you can apply either factorization or formula. Both the cases you can do it unless it is told for a specific method to apply. Otherwise you apply, I will suggest factorization if the roots are real, natural number or whole number. Okay, our second topic is find nature of roots using discriminant. First you need to understand what is discriminant. So in the formula x equals to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a, this b square minus 4ac, this part is called discriminant. This part is called discriminant, D-I-S-C-R-I-M-I-N-A-N-T, discriminant. Now, depending on the value of b square minus 4ac, depending on the nature of value of b square minus 4ac, you can understand easily what will be the nature of the root. Now, what could be the value? B square minus 4ac, this is the discriminant. It is within the root. Now, b square minus 4ac, it can be greater than 0, equals to 0 or less than 0. So, b square minus 4ac it can be greater than 0. B square minus 4ac it could be less than 0, and b square minus 4ac it can be equals to 0. These three cases are possible, right? Either b square minus 4ac within root, that will be a positive number greater than 0, or it will be a negative number less than 0, or it will be equal to 0, right? So now let's see what will be the nature of value. So when b square minus 4ac greater than equals to 0, that means it's a positive number, then the roots will be unequal and real, because within root positive number means it's a real number, but minus b plus minus some number, that means there will be one will be positive, minus b plus that number, one will be minus b minus that number by 2a. That means roots are unequal and also those are real. When roots, the b square minus 4ac discriminant part is negative number less than 0, then roots are unequal and complex or unreal, imaginary. So if b square minus 4 is a negative number, within root negative number means, what did I say? That part is complex or imaginary. That means the entire root will be complex or imaginary, but because of these plus and minus values, the roots are unequal. So when b square minus 4 is greater than 0, there is a positive discriminant, this is a discriminant, then roots are unequal and real, then roots are unequal and real. When b square minus 4 is a negative number, discriminant is negative, then roots are unequal, but these are not real, imaginary or complex. Now if the roots are, if the discriminant equals to 0, that means b square minus 4ac is 0, then both the roots will be x equals to minus b by 2a. That means roots are equal. If this part is 0, b square minus 4ac is 0, root over 0 is 0. So minus b by 2a, both the roots are minus b by 2a. That means roots are equal and real. So that's how, so discriminant in the formula x equals to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a, the discriminant part is b square minus 4ac, that you can utilize to find out what will be the nature of the roots for a given quadratic equation. If let's say there's a given quadratic equation given 2x square minus 7x plus 4 equals to 0. You are asked to find out the nature of roots, right? So what will you do? First of all, you determine what are a, b and c values. A equals to 2, b equals to minus 7 and c equals to 4. So what will be the value b square minus 4ac? b square minus 4ac is b square minus 4ac equals to 49 minus 4 into 2 into 4 equals to 49 minus 32 equals to 17. So b square minus 4ac greater than 0. So greater than 0, 17 is greater than 0. That means it satisfies this condition. That means the roots will be unequal and real. And what will be the roots? Just simply put the formula here. Just put the values here. So x equals to, here x equals to minus of b. That means plus 7. 7 plus minus root over b square minus 4ac. What is the discriminant part? 17. 7 plus minus root over 17 by 2 into a. A is 2. 4. That means the roots will be 7 plus minus root over 17 by 4. So the roots are unequal and real because within root this is a positive number. Right? Now the second example. Let's say now the equation I have changed the value of c. 7. Earlier it was 4. Right? 2x square minus 7x plus 7 equals to 0. So the a value is 2, b equals to minus 7 and c is also 7. C is 7. So what will be the b square minus 4 is the discriminant part? B square 49 minus 4 into a is 2 into c is 7. So 49 minus 56 equals to minus 7. So b square minus 4ac less than 0. That means it satisfies this condition. So the roots are unequal and imaginary. If the discriminant is less than 0, roots are none. What will be the value of the root? Just put the value like this. 7 plus minus root over minus 7. So it will be x equals to 7 plus minus root over minus 7. Root over minus 7 by 2 into 2, 4. Sorry. 2 into 2, 4. So these are unequal and imaginary roots. Now if I say change the value, coefficient or constant value here, you will see the roots are equal. Let's see. Now let's say I have changed the b value from minus 7 to minus 6. Here it is minus 6 and c value I have changed from 7 to 9. And a value I have changed from 2 to 1. So for x square minus 6x plus 9 equals to 0 in this equation, quadratic equation, a equals to 1, b equals to minus 6, c equals to 9. Then what will be b square minus 4ac? B square minus 4ac will be b square 36 minus 4 into a is 1 into c is 9. So 36 minus 36 equals to 0. So it satisfies this condition. B square minus 4ac equals to 0. That means the roots are equal and real. The roots are equal and real. This condition is satisfied. So what will be the value of x? X equals to minus b. B is 6. 6 minus of minus 6 means 6. Plus minus discriminant is 0 by 2a. So it is 2 into 1. So what will be the value? 6 by 2, that is 3. So both the values will be 3. So both the roots are equal. You satisfy here. 3 square means 9. 9 plus 9, 18. 6 into 3, 18. So 18 minus 18, 0. So that is how wherever you cannot make the factorization or zero product rule thereafter, there you need to find out the root using this formula. And sometimes you will have equation where the equation is not given straight away in the ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 or ax square equals to c or ax square plus bx equals to 0 in the quadratic equation format. You need to derive the quadratic equation format from the given equation. How will do that? I am giving you one example, right? So let's say this is root over x by 1 minus x plus root over 1 minus x by x equals to 2/1/6. The condition is given x not equals to 0 and x not equals to 1, then you find the x values. This is not a straight away given quadratic equation format. How will do that? So what you will do, you will, let's assume x root over x by 1 minus x equals to y. Now you replace the value here. So how you can replace it? Root over x by 1 minus x plus root over 1 minus x by x equals to 2/1/6 means 13/6. Now root over x by 1 minus x equals to y. So I will replace this value with y plus root over 1 minus x by x means 1 by, it's a reciprocal, root over 1 minus x by x. What does it mean? It means 1 by root over x by 1 minus x. You know, reciprocal of 6 is 1/6. So numerator and denominator you can just flip, right? The same thing here. So it will be 1 plus 1 by y equals to 13/6. Reciprocal, x by 1 by root over x by 1 by x y, that means root over 1 minus x by x equals to 1 by y. So how the equation will be there? Now y square plus 1 by y equals to 13/6, or 6 cross multiplication, 6y square plus 6y square plus 6 equals to 13y. That means 6y square minus 13y plus 6 equals to 0. Now first see whether you can apply factorization or not. So what is the product of a and c? A and c is 36. So what is the factors of 36? How to do break this bx part? So factor, first you multiply a and c. A and c is 36. So what could be the factors? 1 into 36, or it could be 6 into 6, or it could be 4 into 9. Now 136 you cannot utilize to derive 13y. 6 and 6 also you cannot do. All the cases 36 is the product result, but you cannot break this part, summation part. Now 4 and 9. So what you can do? Or 6y square minus 9y minus 4y plus 6 equals to 0. So minus 9y minus 4y minus 13y, and minus 9 into minus 4 means 6 into 6, 36. So now you take common part. 3y into 2y minus 3 minus 2 into 2y minus 3 equals to 0. So or 2y minus 3 into 3y minus 2 equals to 0. So now you can apply the zero product rule. So what is the zero product rule? 2y minus 3 equals to 0, or 3y minus 2 equals to 0, right? So here you can write down 2y minus 3 0 equals to 0. From here what you can do? X by, because y equals to x root over x by 1 minus x you have already derived, right? Two into root over x by 1 minus x equals to 3. So you square both sides. So 4 into x by 1 minus x equals to 9, or 4x equals to 9 minus 9x. So x equals to 9 by 13. So one value of x is 9 by 13. Similarly, you can do it for other one also. 3y minus 2 equals to 0. 3y minus 2 equals to 0 means you can say 3y minus 2 equals to 0 means 3 into root over x by 1 minus x equals to 2. You square both sides. 9 into x minus 1 by x, 9x by 1 minus x equals to 4. So therefore 9x equals to 4 into 4 minus 4x. So 4 by 13, not 9 by 13 or 4 by 13. That's all. So that is how, if the equation is not given straight away in the quadratic equation format, you need to replace that value. You need to assume a suitable expression, and then you replace that variable. Once you convert it into quadratic equation, then apply factorization and therefore zero product rule, find out the y or z value, and then from there onwards you find out x. Got it? Also, I will give you another example when I will explain you higher degree equation roots, how to find out the roots where the degree of equation is greater than 2, but applying quadratic equation. Let's say one equation is given 2x to the power 4 minus 5x square plus 3 equals to 0. What is the degree of this equation? It is not quadratic, it is 4. That means how many roots will be there for this particular quadratic equation? X will, the roots, 4 roots will be there. So x will have 4 values, 4 different values, but you don't know how to resolve this kind of problem, how to find out the roots, because these are not quadratic, but you can convert it into quadratic. So what you will assume, like earlier example, here you will assume x square equals to y. You assume x square equals to y. This is your assumption. This is your assumption, x square equals to y. Now you replace that value. How will you do that? That means 2x to the power 4 minus 5x square plus 3 equals to 0 means 2x square equals to y. So 2y square minus 5y plus 3 equals to 0. You are replacing x square with y. So x to the power 4 means y square. X square means y. So 2y square minus 5y plus 3 equals to 0. Now let's see whether we can apply factorization. 3 into 2, 6. 6 means, how we can do that? 2y square minus 3y, because 6 equals to 1 into 6 or 2 into 3. So you utilize this one, 6 and 1, that will not satisfy this minus 5 one. Minus 3y minus 2y plus 3 equals to 0. So minus 3y minus 2y minus 5y, minus 3 into minus 2 means plus 6, 3 into 2, 6. So now you take common 2y into, you are taking common this 2, 2y into y minus 1 minus, you are considering this 2, 3y, 3 into y minus 1 equals to 0. So factorization is over. Y minus 1 into 2y minus 3 equals to 0. Right? So now you apply zero product rule. That means either y minus 1 equals to 0, therefore y equals to 1. Another one is 2y minus 3 equals to 0. That means y equals to 3 by 2. Now what is y? Y is x square. So x square equals to 1. That means x equals to plus minus 1. How x equals to plus minus 1? I have explained this kind of thing. This is a pure quadratic equation. So x square minus 1 equals to 0. That means it is in the form of a square minus b square, x square minus 1 square. So a plus b into a minus b. X plus 1 into x minus 1 equals to 0. So one root is x equals to minus 1, another root is x equals to plus 1. So x equals to plus minus 1. So when you have pure quadratic equation and you can find out the root, you straight away do it. You don't need to do it in this manner. Straight away, this is just for your understanding how plus minus is coming. X equals to plus minus 1. This is two roots. We need to find out another two roots because this equation has 4 roots. Degree of equation is 4. So 2 roots already you have identified. Another 2 roots you will find out here. So y equals to 3 by 2. That means x square equals to 3 by 2. So therefore x equals to, you find out the root, x equals to plus minus root over 3 by 2. Because when you are doing finding out the from square root, you are finding out the root itself. Before root you have to give the plus minus sign, right? Plus minus root over 3 by 2. Right? So we have identified already 4 roots in this equation. One set of roots plus 1 or minus 1, another is either root over plus root 3 by 2 or minus root over 3 by 2. 4 roots so we have identified. But so from the degree of equation is more than 2, more than quadratic equation, right? But you will apply quadratic equation methods to find out the roots for higher degree equation roots, right? I will give another last example where you will see how to find out the roots if it is not given in quadratic format straight away. So this is very important. Always, not necessarily you will be straight away quadratic equation will be given and you will be in the form of x square plus bx plus c equals to 0 or very simple manner. Straight away you may not be asked to do so. In such a way it will be given, you need to assume something to replace that value to formulate the quadratic expression, right? Now let's say another equation is given in this form, 5 to the power x plus 1. Here you are saying the variable in the power, not in the base. 5 to the power x plus 1 plus 5 to the power 2 minus x equals to 5 cube plus 1. You need to find out x values. First of all, we don't know. If you don't know quadratic equation, first of all, you don't know how many roots are possible from this equation, because you cannot say by looking into this equation whether it's a quadratic equation or cubic equation or what will be the degree of equation. You don't know. So you don't know how many roots will be there. So first you convert it into a known format. So let's say I'm assuming, first of all, you convert this one like this: 5 to the power x plus 1 plus 5 to the power 3 minus x plus 1. I am converting this 2 minus x expression in this manner: 5 to the power 3 minus x minus 1, so 2 minus x, right, equals to 5 cube plus 1. Okay, so how you can write down like this: 5 to the power x plus 1 plus 5 cube into 5 to the power minus of x plus 1 equals to 5 cube plus 1. Now you assume y equals to x plus 1. Let's assume y equals to x plus 1. Now replace this x plus 1 with y. 5 to the power y plus 5 cube into 5 to the power minus y. 5 to the power minus y equals to 5 cube plus 1. That means 5 to the power y plus 5 cube by 5 to the power y, reciprocal, right? 5 to the power y equals to 5 cube plus 1, right? Or 5 to the power 2y plus 5 cube, right? You are cross multiplying. 5 to the power 2, you are just doing the addition. 5 to the power y into 5 to the power y means 5 to the power y plus y, 5 to the power 2y plus 5 cube equals to 5 cube into 5 to the power y plus 5 to the power y. Okay, right? Now five to the power y whole square, 5 to the power 2y means 5 to the power y whole square, right? You can write in this format 2y plus 5q into 5 to the power y plus 5 to the power y. That means 126 5 to the power y. So 126, this side when it is coming, it is minus 126 5 to the power y plus 5 cube means 125 equals to 0. Now it is in a quadratic format, right? So what you can do, you can straight away write down like this. One way when you have assumed y equals to x plus 1, now you can assume 5 to the power y equals to z. So you can write down like this. You can write down like this. Z square minus 126 z plus 125 equals to 0. That means z square, now factorization, minus 125 z minus z plus 125 equals to 0, or z into z minus 125 minus of z into minus of 1 into z minus 125 equals to 0. Therefore, z minus 1 into z minus 125 equals to 0. Right? Now we apply zero product rule. How will do that? Z minus 1 equals to 0. Either z minus 1 equals to 0 or z minus 125 equals to 0. So if z minus 1 equals to 0, that means z equals to 1. Z means 5 to the power y. Right? First you are replacing x plus 1 with y. Then you have replaced 5 to the power y with z. Now the equation is in z format. Now in the backward part, how will do first? You replace z with y. So 5 to the power y equals to 1 means you can write down 5 to the power 0. You will make both the bases 0 equal. So if 5 to the power y equals to 5 to the power 0, that means y equals to 0. Y equals to x plus 1. That means x plus 1 equals to 0. That means x equals to minus 1. One root we have found out. Another one is z minus 125 equals to 0. So z minus 125 equals to 0. That means z equals to 125 equals to 5 cube. That means z will be replaced by 5 to the power y. 5 to the power y equals to 5 cube. So bases are equal. That means power is equal. Y equals to 3. Y equals to 3 means y equals to x plus 1. X plus 1 equals to 3. Therefore, x equals to 2. So these are two solutions. That means this is actually a quadratic equation. So what are the roots? One root is x equals to -1, another root is x equals to 2. Now you replace this one, you can find out whether it is satisfying this criteria. X equals to -1. So 5 to the power -1 plus 1 means 5 to the power 0. 5 to the power 0 means it is 1. Plus 5 to the power 2 minus of -1, right? 2 minus of -1 means 5 cube. So 1 plus 5 cube. Here also 5 cube plus 1. Another one is x equals to 2. So 5 cube. 5 to the power 2 plus 1 cube. 5 to the power 2 minus 2, 0. That means 1. So 5 cube plus 1. So both the roots are. So that's how when you will find the, you have found the roots already, then just if possible, I will advise you to check whether these roots are satisfying the criteria. If it is not so, in between definitely there is some calculation mistake or some other mistake. So if these roots has to satisfy the criteria. So just for cross checking your result, you can replace these root values and see if the condition is satisfied or not. So that is how you need to apply different ways actually. So that is how I have tried to clear out the fundamental idea first. I have tried to build the fundamental idea on these three topics. When you are not able to find out the roots using factorization and or zero product rule, then apply that formula x equals to -b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Find out the root from that equation. Before that, you need to make sure you find out a, b, c values from the given quadratic equation, assuming it is in the format ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Right? Okay. So I hope you like this video. So if you liked it, please click on the like button. And if you would like to have this kind of video to build your fundamental very strong, then subscribe my channel to have more and more video for different chapters. Okay. Thank you very much.